here. And then after the pit stop, fell back a little bit, was working his way back up. Lap traffic of Robert Richardson, and there's Casey getting out of the car. And there was just a log jam. And as so many times have we seen, contact.
It's pretty spectacular, though. Man, he climbed up on that wall.
Joey Chitt would have been proud of that one, but right here, Justin Allgaier's really struggling. Trevor Bayne got to the inside of him, forced him to the right side a little bit, and Casey Kane was already there.
Damage also to the right side of the 12 there, as you can see. Don't know how severe that is right now, but Casey's night is done.
That's good to see he's okay.
The lucky dog is going to go to Dale Earnhardt Jr. It'll give us 24 cars on the lead lap. Here's another look.
And Robert Richardson Jr. was the lap car that was in front of these cars. Everybody just looking for a way around. Man, that thing get up on the wall.
You could see that just like it surprised Justin Allgaier whenever Trevor Bayne got to the inside of him. I'm not sure that he ever had any idea that Casey Kane was out there. And it's things happening so fast, you might have a spotter hollering in your ear here, but it's happening so quickly, folks. Talking about 16-second laps.
Watch from on board. Well, Andy, you mentioned Joey Chitwood in the Auto Thrill Show. He would have been proud of this. He's going to be inducted into the National Motorsports Hall of Fame this coming Wednesday. There's what's left of Casey's car as he climbed out after this crash, as we're under our second caution with 84 complete. And we're under our second caution here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the NASCAR Nationwide Series because of that crash you just saw involving Casey Kane. And we have had 3 different leaders, 6 total lead changes. Several cars took advantage of this with 165 laps to go when we saw the 33 of Elliott Sadler come in. Of course, Justin Allgaier had to come in because of all the damage. He was involved in that crash.
Yeah, but Brad Keselowski has played this strategy pretty well, I think. He's stayed out there because they couldn't go all the way from the last time the caution came out when the other leaders pitted. They pitted this time and got 4 tires, and I think they're done for pitting tonight.
And you agree about the 33 as well?
Yeah, I agree. I think that's exactly. They were playing a strategy game here. They don't plan on coming back in the rest of the night, and it could work well for them. We see this harder tire. You know, it doesn't take off quite as well, but it stays with these guys.
And we mentioned before the break, the big break was for the 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. He is back on the lead lap, gives us 23 cars on the lead lap right now. While we've got a moment, let's talk about the calendar, because NASCAR Now, presented by 5 Hour Energy, is on the air on ESPN2 tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. And then our Sprint Cup Series coverage from here at Bristol starts Saturday, 7:30 Eastern on ABC, with coverage at 7 with NASCAR Countdown. And then next Sunday, NASCAR Nationwide Series action coming at you from Montreal. It's 2 Eastern on ESPN2 next Sunday. Last road course event of the season for the Nationwide Series. And let's reset it for you, because Kyle Busch is going to be your race leader, and it will be Newman, Menard, Boyer, Leffler, and Bayne, your top 6. Then Logano, Brendan Gaughan, Scott, Allen, O'Quinn, and Brad Keselowski, who made that stop along with Elliott Sadler, 12th and 13th. So not a bad piece of strategy by those 2 cars.
We'll have to watch them, see if they can stay out of trouble. Should be good. We've seen each time the leader choose the outside lane. Now, the other 2 times, they haven't been the leader when they came back around, but got a feeling that Kyle Busch will be.
Green flag flies. We're back to racing at Bristol. Does the high side pay off for the first time tonight?
Well, when you run wide open through there like that, I think so, probably.
He hadn't lifted yet. I think maybe right there he did.
Paul Menard trying to get underneath the 99 of Trevor Bayne.
You can see Clint Boyer's got himself back up into that 3rd spot, too, trying to go for 2nd around Ryan Newman on the high side.
Newman giving him the lane, getting into 3.
They're side by side through the corners. And Boyer now has the spot. There's the 10 car of Jason Leffler. How about Willie Allen, Brian Scott, and Brad Keselowski? Allen is running in the 9th position right now. This would be a great run for this team.
And this is a time for patience right here for Brad Keselowski, because he's got good strategy. He's got a fast car, but he's got to be patient passing these cars.
Well, Willie's had success here at Bristol. He's finished 15th here in March. He also finished 15th at Nashville and Gateway. And as we said, right now he's running 9th, but he's got his hands full. Points leader right behind him.
Yeah, he did a really nice job in qualifying. He's been able to stay up there. They had a good pit stop, and looks like the car's working pretty well on the top side of the track for him.
Well, Dave Burns is caught up with, I'm sure, a very disappointed Casey King.
Casey, after starting 37th, describe your run to the front and the spectacular end.
Well, we were fast. Great Clips Toyota was really good. Just kind of moving our way through. I was loose in, so it's hard to get under a car and not spin out on entry, so I just tried to get the outside. I got to the outside of the 12. I don't know if he was forced up or what, but they pushed me into the wall. I had nowhere really to go except lift. I lifted, hit the wall, whatever. It's disappointing. We've always had pretty fast cars here, and I never seem to finish very well.
What was that ride on the side like?
What?
What was the ride on your side like?
You just sliding. You just kind of slide on your side. It wasn't a very big deal. I've had much worse.
We're glad he's okay, but done for the night, guys.
Yeah, I love you drivers. I mean, you're looking at the pavement from about 3 inches above it, and you're saying, oh, there's nothing to it. Willie Allen got passed by the 22 as Brad Keselowski. He's now back in 10th, and he's got his hands full now with Brian Scott. Also in there, the 32 Reed Sorensen. There is Sadler in the 33, and also in that mix, Carl Edwards in the 60 as he's trying to force his way back towards the front. Let's go back a little bit further forward, because on the right side of your screen, you've got the 62 of Brendan Gaughan. That is 7th. 8th is Keselowski. Logano in 9th.
Elliott Sadler, I don't know if we said this, but he's also on the same strategy along with Carl Edwards here of trying not to go anymore, make any more pit stops before the end of the race. So they don't really need to get too aggressive with these cars, because the cars in front of them are going to have to make a pit stop.
Yeah, and actually with the 11 Brian Scott and the 05 Willie Allen, they're kind of holding this group up. They'd like to be able to go on, but they're just kind of trying to be patient and let these guys work it out.
Yeah, it's Edwards, Keselowski, and the 33 of Sadler that all pitted on that last round of caution. Let's get more from Dr. Jerry Punch.
Well, both Andy and DJ were speculating Ernie Koch was pulling off some strategy, and indeed that's exactly what he was doing, guys. He brought Elliott down pit road, put 4 tires, topped it off in fuel, and said, we're done. We can make it to the checkered flag now. Said, go out there and win this race. So Elliott's got to take care of his tires, be careful with the front of that car, and go out there and be there in those final laps. Maybe pick up a big W with Kevin Harvick Incorporated.
And don't forget that Kyle Busch won the truck race. He pitted on lap 31, went 175 laps to the end. So it can be done, and that's what the strategy is here, I'm sure.
Brad Keselowski has cleared Paul Menard. You see that he has moved up to 6th, so he's been a little more aggressive than this group. And this is the best battle we've got on the track, folks. We have 6 cars. Pick your favorite.
Yeah, and Brad and Elliott started 12th and 13th on that restart, but Brad was able to work his way through there a little bit quicker. And unfortunately, Elliott's got himself trapped in that. Carl Edwards in that group, Ricky Stenhouse. See Michael Annett trying to work in there now.
Oh, Junior's got his car working better.
Yeah, he's up to 19th after getting back onto the lead lap, courtesy of the Lucky Dog. He's going side by side with Danny O'Quinn in the 27.
It looks like he's able to race the car a little bit better now. I think when he started this race, he was so loose, Dale Jr. was, that he literally couldn't do anything. He couldn't make any passes or he was going to wreck the car.
Take a look at Junior's serial progress from 23rd, now up to 18th. Jamie, you've got more?
Yeah, Dale Jr. was saying he was just sliding the nose, but on those round of pit stops, both of them, they made a right rear air pressure adjustment, and that seemed to make all the difference, and he sounds very calm. The car is getting better, as you guys noted, as we have contact.
Yeah, that was a 6 of Stenhouse and the 33 of Sadler. That could have been trouble.
And don't forget now, Junior's on the same strategy. He won't have to make another pit stop either, so good time for his car to be working well.
That's Parker Kligerman in the 42, side by side with Junior. Let's go back up front, check in on our race leader. Kyle Busch has now almost a 1-second lead over Clint Boyer. We are approaching halfway here under the lights at Bristol. Just as we come back, we are under our third caution as the number 1 of Ryan Newman looked like a tire let go